Australian skill. Like, seriously. It's like I came all the way from San Diego. It was like 8 hours of traffic. We had a 5-hour flight, much easier for you. So, health coach, right? So, how do you think I stay healthy? Don't you think with my schedule I should be unhealthy? Am I an anomaly? Am I like everybody else? Or what do you think?
Why do I think you stay healthy?
No, why do you think I can do all this and still have energy and still do whatever from your expertise?
I think probably because you follow a schedule, you're very disciplined, and so if you're starting your day early, you're allowing yourself to have more time to be able to have that self-care for yourself. And I would imagine that you're also feeding your body properly and nutritiously, and as a result, allowing that proper energy to come in, because at the end of the day, you are what you eat your body.
Well, one of the secrets, and it's by accident, is that I actually have a gluten allergy. And the day I found that out about a year ago in July, I had no more fried foods. A lot of places don't have gluten-free bread, although Australia, they do a phenomenal job. The best in the world by far. Germans, they just kill them. Everything is a schnitzel. Everything's got bread, you know what I mean? Like, everything is wrapped around bread. No joke, Australia, they have like whole sections on gluten-free, which I love going to Australia because they have like everything. They have like, and I go to Germany and there's nothing gluten-free. I mean, some places, but most cases are not. So, but a gluten-free diet is not necessarily a good one if you don't have the allergy. I'm not celiac, but because there are certain wheats that you take. So what's the best way for these entrepreneurs to be healthy, especially 6 days in a row here, nonstop, 18, 20 hours a day?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, I'm also very busy. I'm a physician. I'm an emergency medicine physician as well. And so I work...
So you're a doctor?
I'm a doctor, yes. And so...
I could have played a doctor. on Chicago Med, Dr. Fox.
And so really, as a fellow busy professional, it's really making sure that every single day you're making time for your self-care. So taking, even if it's 25 minutes, 30 minutes a day for your exercise, as well as making sure that you are feeding your body properly. I think a lot of people are not making that connection between the way that they're feeling, whether low energy, whether difficulty with their bowel movements, whether difficulty with bloating, with belly cramping. They're not really making that connection between what they're eating and what they're putting into their body, in relation to food.
Further, let me ask you, is Diet Coke bad for you? I don't like Diet Coke, but they say, is it true Diet Coke is worse than regular Coke?
Yes.
Why?
I mean, it's still chemicals. It's still chemicals being put into the body, and so I would say absolutely.
So if we were to eliminate foods, just say right now, never eat that, what should we eliminate?
So what I like to tell my clients is stay just around the perimeter of the supermarket, and so around, not going to the middle of the aisles, and so any processed foods, so stay away from processed foods. Try to really limit your sugar, making sure that you're limiting your sugar in your nutrition, as well as, if you are dairy, if you have an intolerance to dairy, really making sure that you are staying away from dairy. I personally, I don't have celiac, but I stay away from gluten. I have a sensitivity.
So when you have gluten-free pasta, you have pasta?
When I find gluten-free pasta, or I find like black bean pasta. Have you had black bean pasta yet? It's very good, you should try it. But black bean pasta, but
Francie.
Okay.
I'm not kidding.
She makes your
Like when I found out I had gluten allergy, I'm like, Francie, I found out everything about gluten, let me know what I can or cannot do.
Okay.
And by the way, you know what's funny? I did the same thing in Bitcoin. I swear to God, we got into the event, I'm like, find everything, and and I got off my station, what are you thinking? This. I'm like, all right, I delegate even the finding of information, because it's just that it's not going to work. I went to research it.
Yeah. So I would say just really, staying away from wheat products. I really believe that a lot of people haven't...
Like bread?
Like bread, like just overall bread, just wheat, even whole wheat bread, white bread, all of that, most people should try to stay away from. And then obviously sodas and chips, but really it's just anything processed, really sticking to what comes from the land. I think a lot of times right now, most people...
Is green juice, this is fascinating, because this is like me being coached, so I appreciate it. I've been starting to drink a lot of green juices.
Okay.
I bought a machine, but fucking shit.
And you have time to make it?
No, it just became cheaper to just...
It is very expensive.
Well, it is, then you gotta make it, and someone has to go to the store, and then it's more money, and then cleaning it is easier buying the machine every day. 'Cause I bought 3, and I'm like, you know, just like it's easier for me to buy new socks than get them clean. But the point, are the green juices, are those legitimately healthy, or just like, that's bullshit?
No, I think it depends on who's making it, obviously.
But if you just make it yourself, with just right out of the supermarket.
No, absolutely. I think when you say green juices, I will also.
Press raw.
No, I understand. I know what I want to say is.
Yeah, I'm a fucking doctor.
I understand.
Do you have a medical degree?
I guess I want to say is that if it's like kale and spinach and the vegetables, absolutely, hands down, those are great for you. You have to be careful though when it comes to the fruit that you add into these.
Is that more sugar?
Exactly. So I actually went live on my social media about fruit and just really talking about just how bad fruit can be for you actually.
You know, I went to this, my people were trying to be nice to me, and they bought me that naked fruit juice, like, you know, the naked part, that was all green, but had the kiwi and things like that. And I started drinking it, and then
How much sugar did it have?
I was at like 25 grams of sugar per,
Yeah.
which, and I saw that.
Per serving, right? Per serving.
Yeah, per serving.
And how many servings were in the bottle?
8.
Yeah. You drank the whole bottle.
Yeah, 1 shot.
It's a lot of sugar.
That's why I've been able to function because I drank it a day before I got here. I swear.
So I would say really looking at the sugar content, and so really watching out for the fruit. And I think, you know, especially around fruit, if I can educate you guys on anything, it's the amount of fruit that you're eating and the amount of fruit that you're giving your children. You know, think about it. Anything in excess is regardless, is bad for you. And fruit is still nature's candy. And so at the end of the day, it's something that you should be watching and should be limiting. An apple a day, yes, keeps the doctor away, but not like an acai bowl keeps the doctor away, or a pineapple smoothie, or just really watching the amount of fruit in your nutrition.
It's kind of crazy because fruit has been so well branded as healthy.
Absolutely, absolutely. But it's also in excess. You see all these, you know, you go to New York City, you have these huge fruit, you know, stands, and people are eating these tons of bowls of mango and pineapple.
I think
and
psychologically they think
right.
of being healthy.
They do.
It's like like going to university, eat fruit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Same thing with fat, right? People for so long, and that's like my other agenda, is just for so long, fat has gotten a bad rep. You know, eating and fat, we need fats. Our cells need fat. Our brain needs fat. We need. He's not fat.
What?
He's not fat.
Have you seen?
I have, but he's not fat.
Where did you see? That's what I thought. You have an online platform they're launching, which is pretty cool. By the way, what I like about her is, I don't know if you start off, she's an emergency physician.
Yes.
So she's a real doctor.
Yes, I work for
You know, not like a Dr. Whitlock or something like that.
And actually I would say working in the ER is what has fueled me. You know, at the end of the day, in the emergency room,
see it live.
I see it. I'm treating the disease, and honestly, I'll be really frank, you know, the amount of disease that I'm seeing, and I stand behind proudly in saying that 85, and I think other healthcare professionals or other, you know, wellness coaches will say 85 to 90% of diseases are preventable with a healthy lifestyle. And so when I see my patients and I see people coming in, it's fueling me, because at the end of the day, we have a society that's getting heavier. It's literally, obesity is literally the weight of our society, is the weight of our country. And when I see the statistics rising, right now 30% of Americans are overweight or obese, and by 2050 it's supposed to rise to 40%. Right now 20% of children are overweight and obese, and those statistics are incredibly scary. And what I want to kind of have you guys understand is that we all need to be, you know, taking responsibility for that. At the end of the day, we cannot wait for your doctor to do it. You can't wait for government to do it. You have to take responsibility for what you are putting into your body, for what you are feeding your families, and for what you're feeding your children. Because at the end of the day, you know, when I think about obesity, what scares me the most, and why I stand here, what scares me the most is that in obese people, in overweight people, they're 25% more likely to be depressed, 25% more likely to have low confidence, low self-esteem. And what does that mean? They're not going to go for the job that they want. They're not going to have the amazing relationship that they want. They're not going to live in their purpose. And what does that mean for our society, right? What does that mean if we have 40 to 50% of our society who has low self-esteem?
And so what happens is your platform's going to solve that. I think anyone who's interested in health should talk to her. She's very smart, obviously, probably the most outgoing doctor I've ever met.
Thank you.
So
Thank
give
you.
her a big round of applause. Dr. Stephanie, everyone.
That was amazing. All right, everybody. How's the afternoon going? Excellent. Let me hear that a little bit. All right, that was a little bit better. At least you got some fun in there, right? Wow, but Dr. Burgos, I really appreciate everything she had to say, right? Seeing other partners in the health and wellness industry. That is powerful information right there. It is all about respecting your body day in and day out. Just as you take responsibility for your own business, you wouldn't put it in somebody else's hand. You would make sure that everything going into that business was going to fuel the success of your business. And yet somehow with our body,